There's a silence in the high Himalayas that is unlike any other silence on Earth. It is not merely the absence of noise. It is a vast, profound quiet, a heavy physical weight broken only by the wind sculpting ancient stone and the occasional crack of a glacier shifting in its sleep. The landscape itself tells a story of violence and time. These mountains were born from the collision of continents, the Indian plate smashing into Asia 50 million years ago. The jagged peaks we see today are the scar tissue of that planetary impact, still rising, still restless. To walk here is to walk on the seabed of the ancient Tethys Ocean. Look closely at the rocks, and you might find fossils of seashells at altitudes where jetliners fly. It is a place that reminds us of our own insignificance, a geological cathedral where the snow leopard reigns as the high priest. In this realm of rock and sky, at the very roof of the world, exists a creature so elusive, so masterful at the art of invisibility, that for centuries locals believed it wasn't an animal at all. They called it a spirit, a mountain deity. They call it the ghost. But this is not a spirit of the dead. It is a living phantom, the snow leopard. For those who seek it, the quest begins not with a sight, but with a sign. It starts with a neat constellation of paw prints pressed into a fresh snowfall, leading into a labyrinth of jagged cliffs. It might be a distinctive, musky scent left on a prominent rock, a scrape marking an invisible border in a world that seems to have no boundaries. Or perhaps it is the sudden, sharp alarm call of a blue sheep echoing across a canyon, signaling that death is near. These are the clues. They are proof that the ghost is real, that it moves through this immensity, just beyond the edge of your vision. Before we journey deeper into the mountains to find this elusive predator, if you enjoy uncovering the secrets of the natural world and exploring the planet's wildest places, please take a moment to subscribe to the channel right now. Your support helps us tell these stories. Now let's return to the high altitude. The snow leopard is a marvel of evolution, a biological machine perfectly engineered for this vertical, frozen world. Consider the challenge of breathing at 15,000 feet. The air holds only 60% of the oxygen found at sea level. To cope, the snow leopard has developed an enlarged nasal cavity, a specialized chamber that warms the freezing air before it hits the lungs, preventing the delicate tissues from freezing instantly. Its chest is deep and barrel-shaped, housing powerful lungs that can extract every possible molecule of oxygen. Its blood is thick with hemoglobin, a high-octane fuel for muscles that must propel this predator up vertical cliffs in seconds. This is not just an animal. It is a masterpiece of high-altitude adaptation. Its genetics hold a surprise. Despite its name, it is actually closer to a tiger than to a common leopard. Every inch of this cat is adapted for survival in the third pole. Its most stunning tool is its tail, a thick, luxurious wrap of fur, nearly as long as its body. In the summer, this tail acts as a master of balance, a rudder that allows the leopard to sprint along knife-edge ridges and leap across dizzying chasms without faltering. But in the brutal winter, it becomes a blanket. The leopard wraps this thick fur around its nose and mouth, filtering the freezing air and preserving vital heat. Its paws are massive, disproportionately large for its body size. They act as natural snowshoes, spreading the cat's weight so it floats over deep powder where other predators would sink and freeze. Its short, powerful legs grant it a low center of gravity, allowing it to cling to sheer rock faces like a gecko. It is a powerful, solitary hunter, capable of taking down prey 3 times its own weight in a breathtaking display of acrobatic prowess. Yet to see this performance is a rarity granted to very few. For decades, even researchers dedicated to the species have spent entire careers without a direct glimpse, relying on scat and camera traps for their studies. So how does one find a ghost? The answer lies in a trinity of essentials: an elite team, a perfect location, and precise timing. The team is everything. Before first light, while the valley is still swallowed in indigo shadows, our spotters are already on the ridges. These are local masters, their eyes trained by a lifetime in these mountains. They work in silence, their world narrowed to the view through high-powered spotting scopes. Their skill is so preternatural, they can follow a trail of footprints from over a kilometer away, reading a narrative written in snow that only they can understand. This is not a hobby, it is a discipline. Their patience is the bedrock of our pursuit. The second element is place. We journey to the heart of Ladakh in the Indian Himalayas, specifically to the boundaries of Hemis National Park. This is a stark, majestic landscape where Tibetan Buddhist monasteries cling to cliffsides and prayer flags whisper ancient mantras into the thin air. This specific terrain is a snow leopard sanctuary. The geography of cliffs and ravines provides perfect ambush points and secure dens for raising young. Crucially, the prey is abundant here. Herds of blue sheep, the leopard's favored food, traverse the slopes. Where the sheep go, the ghost follows. The blue sheep, or Bahral, are themselves a wonder, blending perfectly against the shale and slate, moving in herds that ripple across the mountainside like a single organism. They are the lifeblood of this ecosystem, sustaining the wolf, the eagle, and the ghost alike. And through conscious effort, this is also a place of growing harmony. Communities supported by conservation initiatives have built stronger corrals to protect their livestock. The connection between the cat and the culture runs deep. In the folklore of the region, the snow leopard is often seen as a shapeshifter, a guardian of the mountain passes. Monks in the remote Gompas tell stories of high lamas who could take the form of the snow leopard to travel unseen across the peaks. This reverence is returning. Where once there was fear and retaliation for lost livestock, there is now a growing pride. The ghost of the Himalayas has become the pride of Ladakh, a symbol of the health of the high mountains. When you come here, you are not just a tourist. You are a witness to this transformation, a participant in a story of coexistence that offers hope for conservation efforts worldwide. This simple act has dramatically reduced conflict, allowing the ghost to patrol its domain in peace rather than persecution. Our base is a purpose-built lodge, a haven of warmth in this frozen wilderness, positioned deliberately within the cat's own realm. This lodge represents a new era of tourism, one where the presence of visitors directly funds the protection of the species they have come to admire. And finally, the third element, time. We come in the deep winter when the cold is sharpest and the snow lies thickest. This is a deliberate strategy. The deep snow at the highest altitudes drives the blue sheep down into the valleys to find food, and the snow leopard, the ultimate opportunist, follows its food source closer to us. Against the blinding white canvas of winter, its smoky gray coat, patterned with dark rosettes, becomes a visible poem. In other seasons, against the brown rocks, it simply vanishes, a perfect illusion of rock and shadow. The expedition itself is a journey of gradual immersion. It begins in the ancient city of Leh, a crossroads of Silk Road history. We spend days here, not only to let our bodies acclimatize to the dizzying altitude, but to walk among centuries-old monasteries and vibrant markets. This is where you feel the cultural heartbeat of the Himalayas, a vital prelude to the wild silence to come. The air here is thin, and every step is a reminder of the extreme environment we are entering. We visit the Tethys Monastery, watching monks blow copper trumpets at dawn, a sound that resonates deep within the chest, preparing the spirit for the meditative patience required on the hunt. Then we travel deeper, leaving the last hints of the familiar behind. The Snow Leopard Lodge becomes our home, a critical oasis. In such an extreme environment, comfort is not a mere luxury, it is fuel for the quest. Returning from a long day in the biting cold to a warm room, a hearty meal, and the camaraderie of fellow seekers is part of the expedition's essential rhythm. We share stories of near misses and sightings, analyzing maps and planning the next day's strategy under the vast, star-studded canvas of the Himalayan night sky. And here, amidst the pursuit of the ultimate wildlife spectacle, unfolds a beautiful, unexpected chapter, the human connection. The people of Ladakh are as resilient as the mountains themselves, yet profoundly generous. We are welcomed into simple homes for butter tea, sharing smiles and stories that need no translation. We meet the herders, the guardians of this land, and see the cooperative spirit of conservation firsthand. This cultural thread weaves through the entire experience, reminding us that protecting the ghost also means understanding the lives intertwined with its mountains. Then it happens. A quiet signal from a spotter, a focused intensity shifts the air. You approach the scope with a heartbeat of anticipation. You look through the glass, and you finally meet the gaze of the ghost. There it is, draped over a sun-warmed ledge, a vision of sheer, powerful elegance. If you're ready to witness the magic of the high mountains with your own eyes, we are ready to take you there. The ghost is waiting. Thank you for being part of our journey.